Are the San Francisco 49ers on the brink of landing one of the league's most electrifying defensive talents? Rumors are swirling that a superstar has requested a trade, and this could be the game-changing move we've been waiting for. Imagine pairing him with Nick Bosa. What a terrifying duo that would be for opposing offenses. Stay tuned as we dive into what this could mean for our quest for another Super Bowl ring. If you don't want to miss any updates on this thrilling development, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Myles Gerrett has officially requested a trade from the Cleveland Browns, and if you're a San Francisco 49ers fan, this is a moment you should be paying close attention to. After 8 years with a franchise that has struggled under the weight of expectations, Garrett is eager to join a team that can compete for a championship. Who can blame him? It's time for a player of his caliber to shine on a bigger stage. This brings us to the 49ers, a team that has been on the hunt for an elite edge rusher to pair with Nick Bosa since they drafted him in 2019. Imagine the defensive line with Garrett and Bosa wreaking havoc on opposing quarterbacks. It's not just a dream. It could be a reality. Garrett is not only a future Hall of Famer, but also arguably the best defensive end in the league today. The synergy between these two stars could elevate San Francisco's defense to unprecedented heights. Now let's talk about what it would take for the 49ers to land Garrett. It's likely that they would need to part with the 11th overall pick in the upcoming draft, along with additional assets. Sure, the 49ers could opt to draft a younger edge rusher, but let's be real. While those prospects might offer long-term potential, they won't be able to match Garrett's immediate impact. Garrett was the first overall pick in 2017 for a reason. He's one of the most talented players to ever step onto the field. But here's the kicker. If the 49ers don't make a move for Garrett, you can bet that a division rival or another contender will swoop in. Teams like the Buffalo Bills or the Washington Commanders could easily make a strong offer, leaving San Francisco in the dust. The stakes are high. Missing out on Garrett could significantly diminish the 49ers' chances of winning a Super Bowl. And as fans, we know how that feels. We've been waiting for another championship run, and every missed opportunity feels like a punch to the gut. If the 49ers are serious about contending for a Super Bowl, they need to make bold moves. Negotiating for one of the premier players in football is a clear statement of intent. It sends a message not only to the fans, but also to the rest of the league. San Francisco is back and ready to reclaim its place among the elite. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, acquiring Garrett would be a game-changer. On the other, the cost of such a move could impact the team's future flexibility. Right now, the 49ers have a solid roster, but one or two key additions could make all the difference. Garrett would not just be a player, he would transform the entire defensive scheme and instill a sense of urgency that could galvanize the entire team. Just think about it. The fan base would rally behind such a move, creating a buzz that could resonate throughout the entire season. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are we ready to roll the dice on a superstar, like Garrett, or should we play it safe and stick to our draft strategy? The clock is ticking, and every day that passes without a trade leaves me feeling a bit anxious. The 49ers are in a prime position to make a splash, but they need to act swiftly and decisively. Let's not forget that the decisions made in the front office have a direct impact on our dreams as fans. Each trade, each draft pick, shapes the team's identity and our hopes for glory. Myles Gerrett is a player who could not only enhance our chances, but also inspire a new generation of 49ers fans. The excitement of seeing him and Bosa line up together is almost palpable. Browns superstar pass rusher Myles Gerrett has officially requested a trade, and you know what that means? The 49ers should seriously consider making a move. This isn't just any pass rusher we're talking about. Garrett is a Hall of Famer in the making, and his stats are simply out of this world. Since 2021, he's racked up 16, 13, and 14 sacks. Let's be real, that's video game territory, especially when the opposition is game planning to stop him every week. Now the Browns are in quite the predicament with their salary cap situation, especially with their quarterback issues. They've kicked the can down the road before, and they might not change their approach now. But here's where it gets interesting. Garrett's contract is surprisingly tradable. He has no guaranteed money left, and he's set to make $20 million in 2025 and $25 million in 2026, but those are bonuses paid in March. So a team trading for him would only see a cap hit of $5 million in 2025. This makes him even more appealing for a team like the 49ers, who have $43.3 million in effective cap space. If I'm the Browns, I'm demanding a first-round pick as a starting point. For the 49ers, it's hard to imagine finding a player who could have a bigger immediate impact than Garrett. He's among the top 5 players in the NFL since 2018, and he didn't miss a game last year, even though the Browns were out of playoff contention. That speaks volumes about his commitment and talent. Realistically, it seems the Browns would want a first-round pick, a day 2 pick, and possibly another player in return. So, would a package of number 11, 75, 139, and Yetur Gross-Matos be enough? Honestly, it might just be. The Browns don't have a lot of leverage if Garrett has made his intentions clear. And let's face it, unless you're trading for a generational quarterback, you're not going to give up 3 first-round picks for a 29-year-old pass rusher. If I were to guess, the Browns might settle for a first and a second, or a first and a couple of thirds. The 49ers have the resources to make it happen, and they're a playoff contender, which checks both boxes for a trade. Can you imagine pairing Myles Gerrett with Nick Bosa? That would be a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks, and a dream come true for us fans. Plus, let's not forget, trading for Garrett also keeps him away from other NFC contenders like the Rams. Definitely a win in my book. But here's where I'm torn. While I'm all for bringing in a talent like Garrett, I can't help but wonder about the long-term implications. Do we mortgage our future for a player who, while elite, is also 29 years old? It's a tough call. But then again, when you have a chance to acquire someone of his caliber, you have to consider it seriously. And you, what do you think? Do you believe this is the right path for the 49ers? I want to hear your opinions down below. This trade could shape the future of our team and impact our chances of making a deep playoff run. It's a thrilling time to be a 49ers fan, and every decision counts. So, if you're as passionate as I am about the 49ers, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all the latest news. And make sure you activate that notification bell to get all the latest updates. This is a pivotal moment, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds.